Hey guys, welcome to the channel. And again, I was wondering and pondering and really thinking about young people, like how they get mistreated from the older people, guys. So like we assume that because older people, like really older people, should behave in a way that they've got information, knowledge, because they have been in this world for a very long time. Yeah, they should be smart, right? Because yeah, with age comes smartness, and you know what I mean? Yes, but apparently not. Some people, because they're old, they're really not smart at all, guys. Because you know what? They're comparing themselves with young people, guys. Because they couldn't do what they wanted to do when they were young. And yeah, they grow old with this bitterness in their heart. Yeah, since now, like they are old, they think that they can't go back and do whatever they want to do and start their life, because what I know is that every day we start afresh, guys, right? Yeah, so these old people, instead of like really living their life, they focus on the young people now. Yeah, they focus on the young people, and we always be on about, hey, did you hear about who and who? This chick is like this, misbehaving and whatnot, and like there's nothing wrong with being a young person, guys. We learn from our mistakes, and yeah, like we have to live to know how life goes and operate, guys, right? Yeah, we have to do mistakes in order to learn, right? Yeah, but they are the ones who's always gonna be judgmental, who's always gonna be ruining relationships, guys. Like for instance, if this older person is a mom who really didn't have a really nice relationship with the husband, it's probably been cheated on because they were afraid to live. They were afraid to initiate the funness in their relationship. So now, because they're old and grey, and this woman was cheated on like a whole lot of time by the husband, now they're settling down and watching how their kids operate, guys. So as soon as their child gets a girlfriend, I had an orange and I can feel those things there. As soon as their child has, I had to get that out of my teeth, eh? Yeah, but yeah, this is back to the topic, guys. As soon as the child has a girlfriend, a partner, or anything, they are the ones who wants to be running the relationship, guys. Where in a relationship, there's only two people. So they're gonna be the third person now. Why? Because they are bored. Why? Because they missed a lot with their lives. They wish they had lived their life the fun way. If you ask, well, what is the fun way? Fun way is like really doing what you want to do with your life, guys. Yeah, like being wild and young and free, being free-spirited, guys. So yeah, they will always give the same advice. No, relationships, you're supposed to be fighting all the time. Yeah, if you love someone, you're gonna fight with them all the time. Like, what? Fighting? Okay, now they ruin the child's relationship, guys, eh? They ruin even the personality of the child. They're teaching them the wrong stuff. Imagine that, guys, eh? The wrongest stuff ever. And now, because the child loves their mom a lot, they're gonna listen. And then they start fighting and taking the bad advice and all that. Fighting, knowing that, if I fight with you, I'm gonna make love to you tonight. So we make up. Make up sex? Well, it really doesn't work like that, guys, right? Because there's a whole lot a person can take. But fighting takes a whole lot of energy, guys. Yeah, and it takes away from you. Like, you really don't benefit from fighting, from squabbling, from scratching each other and all that. No. Once we fight and all that, the woman gets happy. Yeah. She knows. She even rubs her hands like the fly does, knowing that, yeah, they are gonna go on the brink of breaking out, and I'm gonna have my son alone, and then all that, and I'm gonna ruin their lives, which is really wrong, guys, you know. That's why I forget, like in a relationship, nobody has to take advice from an old person, you know, from anybody at all. Because come to think of it, we really don't need anybody else's advice, guys, you know. Yeah, direction, yeah, maybe, you know. But then if it's a negative parent who's always giving advice, like, hey, you know, in my relationship, my husband and I used to fight, and at night, yeah, we used to do this make-up sex, which fixed everything. And then, yeah, again, we add it up tomorrow, and then we'll be fighting. And, yeah, but it takes away from a human body, guys, you know. The stresses, the feeling sad, like you're always gonna be stressed thinking about it, and that's gonna lead to depression, guys, you know. Depression that would lead to, eish, I wish I lived my life better, you know. Regrets, guys, you know. So yeah, I wish these older people, like really, these old people would butt out of children's life, so the world can be a better place. Come to think of it, guys, eh? If the old people were doing the right thing, and yeah, you know, having good relationships in their lives, we wouldn't have this high rate of divorces, guys, right? Yeah, if their intentions from the beginning was to love on each other and always be honest with each other, you know. Never say that a man is an ex, he's supposed to be bored and all that. No, guys, no. I'm not borrowing my man to anyone. I'm really not, because really you can't afford to be borrowing somebody to somebody. I mean, if they're not happy, get out of the relationship, guys, you know. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the simplest way to be happy, you know. If somebody doesn't like you and he be like stressing you and all that, instead of them just breaking it off, well, that's a problem, because it shows that someone doesn't really have a backbone, right? Instead of cheating and always hiding somebody behind the curtain and all that, like, that is really not life, guys. Because a whole lot of parents would advise on a child that, no, if your wife is angry with you, get another one. She is not the only one in this world who is going to satisfy your needs, all that and whatnot, you know? Yeah, which is really not fair. Because it's all between two people, guys, you know. The third one, I know. Like Noah was taking all the animals 2 by 2 in the ark, right? They were all in 2 by 2 in the ark, guys. No one ever took like the third animal, saying like, no, maybe the wife of this animal is gonna get angry, so let me take an extra one for the guy. It's there in case the girl gets angry, you know. No, guys, we're all supposed to be in 2 by 2, because once you include the third person, the whole thing is ruined, you know. The whole thing is ruined. I mean, the attention is not gonna be divided equally, and yeah, the woman outside the relationship, or whatever, the partner outside the relationship, yeah, is always gonna be getting the first preference, you know. Because the point of it all would be like, okay, this guy is gonna misbehave and try and start a fight so he can leave and go see another chick, you know. That's how it always that. They squabble with you, and once they see you angry, they go out on purpose, guys, you know. So no, we don't have to put up with people who listen to their parents, guys, you know. The mama's babies and all that. No ways. I don't think mama's babies have a space in this world, guys, you know. Because once we all have a backbone, yeah, these parents, they're gonna know their place, you know. They need to be set on their place, guys, you know. Because otherwise, they're on a rampage, because they don't know their space, guys, you know. I mean, being old doesn't really mean that they are smart, you know. Yeah, being old and having to always regret and point fingers on who stepped on your toe and who rubbed you the wrong way and all that, and treating other people bad, and like, I mean, these women were born too, you know, were born by two parents who loved them a lot, guys, you know. Yeah, so for another partner's parent to treat their partner wrong. I just don't understand it. And for the other partner not to really stand up for their partner, there's really something wrong, guys, unless it's their way of life, guys, Maybe it's their way to invite a partner over to their house, check them out, scout them out, and see how they behave when they be treated like this and all that, so they can always be pressing their buttons, guys, And I don't think it's cool because nobody wants to be angry all the time, guys, No, it's super disrespect even for a mother-in-law to butt in a relationship where she has her own. Why can't she focus on her husband, She should get herself some sexy lingerie and get it on with her husband, guys, Because otherwise she's got no interest, no business in her kids' relationship, guys, right? Yes, even their partners, their fathers, they've got no business getting involved in their relationship, guys, Because one thing I know for sure is that if two people get in a relationship and they argue, because they started that together, they can always end it together and finish the argument and really get back to the happy mode, guys, Because if you're gonna involve your parents and you as a man make your wife unhappy and you talk to your mom to go talk to your partner, with me, I would shoot the messenger, guys, Because in the first place, this messenger is the one who was teaching the guy how to misbehave in the first place, guys, Yeah, some people are really superficial, but once you get to know them better, you regret really knowing your partner, you regret really starting whatever you started with that partner who is a mama's baby, guys, Yeah, but it's not fair. It's not fair. Only advice to the older people out there, for you to be the greatest and the best mom or mother-in-law ever, but out of your child's relationship, focus on yourself, watch your diet, not to have a chronic blood pressure, so you don't get to drink these pills, because otherwise these blood pressures and all that, they've been generated from really being hateful, Because if you're a happy person, you really cannot have these high blood pressures and strokes and all that, because all of these illnesses and ailments, they are a cause of someone else hating on other people, A cause of mean mugging other people because you are comparing yourself with them, guys, What I know is that when a woman is introduced to their mother-in-law, all they want to do is be friends with their mothers-in-law, right? Yes, and when their mother-in-law pushes them away, it's a problem because they feel their son is not good enough to have you in their life, guys, And once that happens, it means that this woman thinks she is the only one who is going to be involved in their son's life, guys, So, that's why the squabbles, that's why the arguments, that's why the hating and the get back games, So I think it's really foolish for that to happen in this day and age where everybody's minding their own business, guys, These parents would end up taking the grandchildren and trying to take them from you and claim them as theirs, Even though they never really got involved in the first place. They would advise their child and say, no, you must deny this child. This is not your child at all. You are too young to have a child. But at the end of the day, if the child is way older, if the child can walk and talk and make funny jokes, it's okay. And they will be reminded that, this is how you used to act when you were this age, And this is really a problem, guys, Because in this world, we really need loving mothers out there to encourage their kids, their children, to really grow and have compassion to other people, guys, Because they take from you. All their advices comes from the older people. And yeah, everybody really wants to listen to their mom, right? Because at the end of the day, if you say you're not going to listen to them, they're going to tell you, hey, get out of my house. You don't want to listen to me. This is my law. This is my home. I lay the laws and all that and whatnot, So, yeah, rather move out and start on your own with your own family, guys, Because you can't really live with your partner in the same house with another woman. Because what I've learned is that 2 women can stay in one house, guys, 2 women cannot stay in one house at all. Because you would want to cook for your husband, right? Yes, but this woman won't give you even a chance to cook for your husband. Because she's the one who's always going to be cooking for the husband. He'll be like, yeah, my boy likes my porridge like this. Yeah, she likes my gravy like this. And yada yada, she likes drinking water before she goes to whatever and whatnot, guys, Yeah, so I think that it's also these guys' problem too, Because once you listen to your parents, it means that you have commitment issues, guys, Yeah, issues to commit. And the poor girl has left their family behind and be committed to you. I mean, it's only fair that you do the same thing too, right? Yeah, move out of your mama's house and find a place, rent somewhere, So you start afresh. I mean, a whole lot of people don't really want to move out of their mama's house because they think they're going to inherit the house, guys, And the other siblings will be thinking the same thing too, So imagine this. Once the parents is all gone, is it going to be everybody staying in the same house, be squabbling for who's going to sleep in the main bedroom? No, guys. No, the more we waste time thinking that you're going to inherit your mama's place because she's the one who's giving you advice, the more you waste time and delay yourself, guys, Yeah, I think it's really fair for everyone to sort out their life and know what they want so they can move on freely in their life forward, guys, Yeah, so if you move out and your mom will be saying, hey, I told you to not date that woman. And if you move out with her, you must never come back here again. I am disowning you. Well, I would say it is fine. Because it's time you better out, Yeah, it really is cool because they did the turn. They did whatever they needed to do. You've turned 18. Now you can stand on your 2 feet, right? Yes, guys. Because if really a parent is not letting you out of their house, yeah, that is something else. Yeah, I would say they went to a voodoo west to keep you there so you don't move out at all. You see, so you work for them and yeah, you do everything for them and you forget about your life and you forget about your children and after they're gone, what are you going to do with yourself? After you've ruined your life, what are you going to do to yourself? The same thing they did. Live in regret, be hateful to the young kids again, and it's going to be a vicious circle, guys. Really a vicious circle, So what you know that you have to do is really take care of yourself and watch your back, Because these parents, they really do injustice to young people out there, Yeah, because of money. People love money, superficial stuff, statuses and all that. When they know that, we all have to start afresh, guys, Start from the bottom to the top. There is no way that we can start from the top and go all the way up. No way, guys. Because some people, what I know is, they start from the top and they go down because of their parents, So, let's be in our truth and really, really know what we want with our life. I mean, if it's a relationship you want, don't get your parents involved in it. That's it. If you don't want to have a relationship and stay with your parents, yeah, stay there, become a minion, that is all. There's only 2 choices, because if you really want to have a woman in your life, yeah, don't involve your parents or this other somebody into the other people's life where they're gonna be controlled and always be pressured into doing stuff they don't want to do, you know? Where they're gonna do everybody else's laundry in the house and they forget about their dreams and forget about their education and all that and start looking out for the people in the house. Wash your father-in-law's laundry, do this, cook for that, clean this house, and everybody will be like kings and queens. The frozen queens, guys, you know? No, you are not supposed to be a maid by your husband's house. So, the sooner we all see this, the better. Because life, it's all about living, and we be moving forward and live our lives with no pressure, with no stress, with no anxiety, none of that at all, guys, you know? So, Truth signing out. I hope you know what I'm talking about, and I know that you know what we're on about. Let's live in our truth and be authentic, guys, because it's the only way, and the only way is love. Check you guys later. Peace.